Hello and welcome back to Great Zone Warfare. This will be my second loot guide episode that will cover what I like to call sort of mid to late game areas that I like to loot. Oh, do we actually have this key? Total squirrel brain kicking in. The C108. No, I actually don't think we have that. We have C108, but not the 101. Yeah, you know, let's actually take that key. I think I'm allowed to, since I very often play stuff in that. So yeah, this will be what I like to call the sort of mid to late game loot areas. I still hit them from time to time. Actually, I think I've basically go here most of the time still. And yeah, and for this I actually want to use I want to use this ammo because that will penetrate all of the guys that we will meet. Yes, that is exactly how I wanted that to be phrased. No, it will penetrate all of the armor of the guys that we will meet in that area. And I do want to go in a bit more ranged. Some of these areas we may end up changing weapons at one point. Let me just make sure that this is Sleeper Snail. You will go there. And we need, okay, then you need to go here, because if you don't have your magazine in this, you can see it actually says that there's no magazine available. Let me just check. Oh, there is no magazine. Oh, it's been a while since I've played this. Okay, I usually go like this. I only have one magazine. I don't have a spare, but I will then bring spare ammo to fill up a full magazine. So yeah, this is the loadout that I like to go with when usually hitting at least some of these places. We may... you know what? Let's actually... yeah, you know what? I don't want to use this yet. Nope. I'm sorry. This is me fumbling around. That is my mistake. You can go back over there. You can go there. Yeah, this is... I'm sorry. I need to... of course want this instead, and then no pistol. Yes. I go long range for some of the other areas. The first place we are going to hit is this area here. This little PI right here. And I think it was 0.4.3. They added a new... they added more NPC enemies to certain locations, and they changed up some patrols. Before that, this place was always unguarded, and because of that, I don't think anyone actually considered it a valuable loot place. You do get a mission to go to that place at one point, but all the times prior to patch 4.3, this place was always empty of enemies, and it was always full of loot. Now that there are enemies there, I find it looted a bit more often, but this is, in my opinion, a very overlooked place to go for loot. And it is definitely the first place I always hit on this sort of loot run that I am about to do. So, the Sunny Skies guest house in Phalang Airfield. And I usually fly to Golf 1, which is right here. It's technically inside the Midnight Sapphire zone, but it's no problem once you are in Phalang Airfield. You can just run right across this invisible border in game and just get this. And yeah, you might encounter some patrols sometimes, and this is with the 4.3 patch. Sometimes there is 3 guys that's just standing here. Sometimes there is a patrol walking up alongside. I think they walk all the way from here and then up till here, and I think sometimes they get stuck here. Something definitely happened with the with the patrols in 4.3. I think it was 4.3 that added in that changed the patrols and added more guards to certain locations. But we will go and see if we can get some loot. Hopefully we will. And again, it is because you are playing with other people, you can get very lucky or you can get very unlucky, and then there is no loot there to get. And my god, it is hot. It is definitely summer in Denmark, and it is extremely hot in my room currently. But you shouldn't be able to hear my computer fans going crazy. Oh, I definitely see... let me just check real quick. Yeah, there is definitely flashlights. So yeah, you have one up on the balcony, and then you have two inside the house. You can see right there, and then one right there. I don't see... Sometimes the patrols have their lights turned off, especially when they are just standing. Nothing there. That's the sunny skies. Yeah, I think we should be fairly safe to engage. Now, it has been quite a while since I played this game, so let's see if we cannot do this without embarrassing ourselves completely. Piece of shit! I definitely need to turn my own volume down just a little bit, because that is very, very loud. Okay. You are dead. And he is dead. Okay, that should be all three guys in there. Now, sometimes we should be very aware of that. Sometimes there is a 5-man patrol that's walking on this road here. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 3. But yeah, this looks like we are in luck. So let's just very quickly get all of this. Now let's loot some of these weapons. We do have the space for it currently. Unload. Oh, my mistake. And I like to always unload this ammo, because it is the ammo type that I am using currently. So we have a duffel bag. Nothing really interesting in there. And as I've said in my first loot guide, always remember to check tables, counters. Let's take this. So there's a cash register with a bit of cash in. Now, the first room is this room here. And let me just turn on the flashlight. And you can see, I cannot tell you how many times I've entered into this room and people have left items on the ground right here. There are usually a couple of items on the ground. Not anything too fantastic. This is, if you have the mission, then this is the basement you need to enter. The key will be upstairs, I believe, if you need it for the mission. Nothing here, don't want that deck of cards. There's a jacket here that's empty. Some whiskey. Nothing else. Let's just check him. And you should probably play more careful than I am doing, because technically you can, when you walk out on this balcony, you can technically encounter one of the patrols and they will shoot you. Now, this is the bathroom. There is usually nothing in here, but I like to check it just to get in the habit of always checking stuff. So this is the sort of main loot room, as you can see. Again, one of the reasons why I say always check tables and counters. And another whiskey. Also a passport. Smartwatch, and a jewelry box. So yeah, not too bad at all. I am seeing some weird, like, I'm seeing weird graphical sort of, don't know, it's hard to explain, but you can sort of see it also on the recording, how the flashlight leaves sort of traces. Looks very odd. Let's just get some food. And now we are almost overburdened. Another duffel bag in this room. Nope, nothing really interesting. Check the tables, check the counters, check everything. And yeah, that was Sunny's, guys. There is nothing in the basement. You just need that for the mission. I won't spoil it by going down there. Okay, let us go. Let's go dark, even though it is getting daytime. I'm seeing weird graphical glitch. Okay, so now you have a couple of options. You can go to Golf 1 and just fly straight on to the next point. And because I am technically overburdened, I will run up to Tomahawk, and then I will run over to Papa 3, and then I will fly from there. So unless something happens, I will see you once we are at Papa 3 and ready to move on to the next location. So see you guys in just a second. And we are now at Tomahawk. I will just unload everything and sell it so we can actually see how much money we have made. So let me just very quickly sell these. I do sell these grenades. I like the other ones better. So in terms of keeping this ammo, I like to make sure that I have always in my ammo box 6 full stacks of 60 rounds. Anything spare, I sell. But that's just how I like to do it. Now, and again, because this is a loot run and not a mission item run, I will sell any potential mission item we find. I will, however, state that the passport, pretty sure this phone, and then this ID card are mission items. So if you find them and you don't need the money, you may just consider actually just keeping a hold on them. Banshee should pay more for this. Does he pay more for the passport? He definitely pays more for the passport. Labrat is paying more for this, and Turncoat is paying more for this. So far from just that location, we made 15,500. Almost 50,600, so yeah. And now I will just run over to Papa 3, and then I will see you guys once I get over there. Oh, I may actually just want to eat this real quick, and then... Yeah, sorry about that. Let's just do this, make sure I have some food and water. Yep, so I will see you guys once we arrive at Papa 3. And here we are at Papa 3, and we will continue to the next place. Now, I don't know if this video will be 2 hours long or if I will cut it up into 2 parts. We'll have to see how it goes. So, the second place I like to hit is this Villa Vongphet. Now this used to be my absolute go-to area, this villa here, because I think they have nerfed it. I haven't been able to find it anywhere in the patch note, but I think they shadow nerfed the amount of loot you could get from this place. Because when I started playing Grey Zone, it wasn't uncommon for me to get 35,000 plus worth of loot. Sometimes 45. I think the most I have gotten was 48,000 from one run up there. And now it is I'm averaging much less than that. So yeah, I think they shadow nerfed this place, but it is definitely still worth hitting. I will say I have died a lot of times attacking this place because while Ban Phouphienge is along with Phalang Airfield is the second and third depending. You get access to Phalang Airfield and Ban Phouphienge area after you have completed this area here. You get access to these two, so they are kind of like, they are still beginner areas, but the villa itself is actually full of you can see here it says hostile force Naga group, but the villa is actually full of LLA, Lamang Liberation Army guys. So it is a higher tier place than the rest of the Ban Phouphienge. I think most of the enemies in Ban Phouphienge are still armed with scorpions and pistols and rifles, but these are all armed with the M16. So yeah, you want to be careful coming up here. And the first place we're going is actually the garage right here. And please cover your ears because I'm about to make a lot of noise. Now again, the road that's running all the way from the Lake Restaurant and then all the way, let me just go to the big map. So there is a 5-man patrol that's walking from this place all the way down to the bridge, I think. And the amount of times that I have engaged the garage and then the patrol has been right here or right here and then have just continued to kill me while I engage the garage, I cannot count those number of times. So just be very, very careful and always check the goddamn road before you engage this place here. There are 3 guys inside of this garage. One is right there, he's dead. And there's usually one guy that comes out of this door. Okay, this time he did. Well, apparently he fucking did. Okay, I need to take cover. That could have ended really bad for us. Not what I wanted to do. So he did come out of the door while the other one actually, usually they don't behave like that. They never attack like that. Usually there's one dude that stands right here and he basically just hangs out here while the other one goes through the back. But not this time around. Okay, so the third one died from blood loss there. Now we just need to make sure that was that the patrol. I just... Look, now I'm hallucinating. I've been playing too much the mount. So let's just check. No, he has nothing. So the reason why I'm hitting the garage always is actually because of this duffel bag here. Because that can actually have some really good loot. And there's also a common jacket in here. This time it had a golden necklace. Anything here? Nope. So we have suffered just a tiny bit of blood loss. This was the one dude. Now I'm not sure where the hell they... Okay, he went over here and died. Yeah, complete blood loss. Good. Now you do need a key for hitting up the villa. But I would say that the amount of times that I have gotten the keys by just walking around and killing soldiers in Ban Phouphienge is actually really high. So in terms of approaching the villas, there are a few ways you can do it. But you need to be aware of this road here that sort of snakes its way up this hill. There is a 3-man patrol that walks that road. Sometimes they are up here right near the villa, and then you will have a lot of guys to deal with. There is also, I would say, always a guy right outside the gate, and then a guard that's walking just sort of this area right here, just a single guy. But yeah, you need to be very careful how you actually patrol, how you approach this villa. And what I usually like to do is first of all make sure that my scope is completely zoomed out, maybe just 2 times magnification. Have a full mag. And then I like to come up right here where sort of the road bends like this, because that allows you to look down the road and allows you to look up the road. Now, I am very worried that that 3-man patrol is actually at the villa. Or maybe someone have already looted this place. This is a very sought out place in terms of loot. So we may just have gotten very unlucky. Yeah, there are no guards. Oh, there is 1 guard. That's actually interesting. What the hell? Okay, so both the guards were actually at the gate. I did not see him. Now, once you have taken out those 2 guards, what I like to do is keep as far away as possible from the villa itself, because then you can, if you are lucky and you are quicker than I am, then you can actually take out these guards at a range. Now there is usually another guard at the front porch. Where the hell is he? I'm getting shot at. Right there. Right fucking down there is another dude right here. So that was 3 down, 2 outside. Yeah. 1 right. I think that was 5. Just counting for myself. Try and remember how many guards I've killed and how many are left. I think there are 6 in there. And you always want to check these guys, because I have actually found some pretty expensive military equipment on them. Not equipment, but the military loot gear. Okay, let me just do this. Is there heat shimmering going on? Or is that just because I'm dizzy from blood loss? Okay, so in here, there's also 2 missions that take you up here. In here you can find some mission items. You can find, what's it called? White lithium grease, and you can also find fuel canisters if you need them. I think they are one of the earliest places. Yeah, I see fuel canisters right here. That's needed for a mission. And then white lithium grease. I think it's one of the earliest locations where you can actually find white lithium grease. Now, I want to try and loot every single guy that we kill up here. Now, I don't take these M16s. I mean, I could. And if you want to maximize your loot, then definitely do so. But they don't sell for all that much. And they weigh a lot. So that's a mission item, so we will definitely take that. Nothing this time. So, the villa itself. I'm not 100% sure we've killed everyone, so I will just make sure to check everything. And again, you should never loot like I'm doing until you've actually checked that you have killed all of the guys. And again, always check all the tables. Okay, I think we are good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. And then there's this dude right here. Get all of the ammo. Paracord, we'll take. It's not a mission item, but we have the room for it. Usually this duffel bag right here is never looted. Now, unfortunately, it only had food, but... Okay. But a lot of people are actually missing that duffel bag. So if you need the Villa Vongphet key, this supply crate, as it's called, this little rock right here, sometimes have the key hidden in it. We'll definitely check the smokes. Nothing on that table. This is the first. Good loot. Ooh, that's already a very good haul. The hand mirror, not worth a lot, but I have the room for it. This civilian chest sometimes also have a lot of good loot in it. Now it just has loot items. So the big loot room is this one right here. That needs the key. Always check this bed. There's usually lore items here. There is the late game. Oh, this is very good. That's the late game jewelry box, the brown one. Now this is going to be a fairly good haul, I will say. Always check the bed. Always check these two tables. The bed tables right there. And this is also loot items. So we will not loot items, but mission items. So we will also take those. I will of course sell them because we are on a loot run. So yeah, that was basically it. Yeah, there is nothing else. Nope. We want to just make sure that we have actually checked everything on this shelves here. Okay, nothing else. Now there is the kitchen out here. I would of course say check it. There is actually minor loot items, not anything special. The fridge, no. There is one last room that we will check just for the hell of it. And it's this little... I don't know what this even is. But yeah, there is... Yeah. Usually there isn't anything. Maybe some mission items to get. Okay, so that's the villa. Now, whenever I do the villa, I always... well, he may be going there, I'm not 100% sure. But I always pull the villa along with this location, the ambushed car. And you will get to see why once we get there. If that a player doesn't go there first. Now, one thing I will say, if you exit the villa, not through the side entrance as I just did, but if you go out through the front gate, and you haven't encountered that 3-man patrol that's walking this, just don't run straight out. Check when you are at the gate, check this road and see if that 3-man patrol is actually walking up to you. Because I have been surprised a few times leaving the villa and coming down this way, and then I encountered the 3-man patrol running down the hill. But you can't just run out the side like I did and go straight down to the ambushed car. So, in order to try and keep this video as safe as possible, I will move down now, and I will see you guys once we get there. Just a quick word of advice: if you are following along this way, just running straight down, you will come across this little area here. There is a mission that has you searching these buried blue drums. Just be aware that if you haven't played after 4.3, then there are now enemies. There are 2 enemies on this little pier thing right here. There weren't any enemies there before, but there are now. So just be aware of that. So we still haven't encountered the 4-man patrol. Or 5-man, I think it's 5. Oh. There's actually a dead guy. That's definitely one of the patrol dudes. Let's see if he has been looted. It looks like it. Okay, so now we want to be extra careful. As I said, something definitely happened with the patrol in 4.3. I don't know if they sometimes break their patrol patterns by bug or if it's intentional. But usually I have seen the patrol sort of like split up. So 5-man patrols turn into 3-man patrols that are walking the regular path, and then they just have 2 guys standing still somewhere in a bush or something. I don't know if they get stuck and the rest of the patrol just decides to move on without them. But if you encounter areas where you know that there should be a 5-man patrol and you're only seeing 3 people, just be very fucking careful that there's not 2 guys that are stuck in a bush somewhere. So we are almost... I actually want to check something after this. How my accuracy is doing. 87, 78.5. And you can loot these people. They do, yeah. It's not a lot, but since it is a loot run, every single thing, every little bit counts. And he has nothing. Now I would say that this was at least a villa. Was definitely worth it. Just those 3 diamond earrings. That's, I think they sell for 5,400 a piece to turncoat. So that's already 16,000 right there. And as I say, I do pull it together with this ambush card because this is... I was very surprised the first time I came here. Again, as always, it is up to RNG's, but there is a purse in the back. As you can see, there's also a duffel bag. Yeah, this time it didn't have anything. There's also a civilian. And nothing here. So again, now you are faced with 1 or 2 options. You can choose to go back to Winchester and sell your loot, depending on how much space you have left and how much carry weight you have left. You can choose to go to Oscar 3. I usually go to Oscar 3 even though it's further away than India. India, you have to find a trail that leaves you up the mountain, and that's just, it's so annoying. So I just tend to go to Oscar 3. And I think... how are we going to do that? Oh, he might have already... So the next place I want to hit is this farm right here. Or is it the homestead? I know, we will check both of them, both of these places. And then we will move up to this place here. And this place is a nightmare. This is the place in the game, the single place that I have died the most in the entire game. I hate this place, but there is a lot of loot to get, a lot of money. And then we will move on to Fanny Paradise, so sort of alongside this road. And this is also where I actually want to change gear. So I think... yeah, I think we will head to Oscar 3, then fly to Kilo 2. I will then run up to Arsenal and change weapons, and then make it here, and then just move up alongside this road, because these 3 places here, they are very, very good. So yeah, let's head down to this landing zone. Now the road we are following right here, once again, that also has a patrol on it, and sometimes they are just at this house and then moving alongside this little trail that then connects to this road. And especially this 5-man patrol, I have experienced a lot of times after 4.3 that they are only 3 and 4 guys, and then there are just 2 guys standing somewhere inside of that cornfield. But the 5-man patrol is walking, I think they cross over somewhere around here, cross over, and then they walk all alongside the sort of forest edge right here, crosses out here, and then walks straight like that. And they are 5 guys. If they are not, then you need to be very, very careful moving down this road. God damn it, it's so hot. It is so goddamn hot right now. Let me just see if I can see anything. Nope. Oh, yes, there they are. And I only see 4 dudes, meaning that they left a guy behind somewhere. Or maybe are they only 4? No, I'm positive that this is a 5-man group also. Oh, he's just way in front. Yeah, the 5th dude is just way in front of the other 4. So yeah, that 4-man patrol, as I said, is walking right along the edge of the forest and then crosses out and continues down there. But yeah, I don't think there's any reason. Yeah, let me just pause the recording and just skip ahead. Again, I will fly from Oscar 3 down to Kilo 2.
Raven dispatched, moving to
So
Oscar
see you
3.
guys in just a second. Now, one thing I will say is that sometimes when I have hit the ambush car, I actually like to move all alongside this road, clear this roadside house and that 5-man patrol, run down and clear this checkpoint, and then run all the way down this way, hit this farm, because there is a jewelry box at this farm. But as I've stated in the first loot guide, I'm not going to show off every place that has a purse or a jewelry box or something like that. But there is a jewelry box here. I then like to go down and hit the checkpoint, because there is also a purse, sort of a rest stop area right alongside here. Cross over, run straight down, take Fanny Paradise, go this way, and then over to here. But that's, I mean, I don't have the time to do that right now. And yeah, he is going to unfortunately hit Fanny Paradise. So yeah, we may consider changing server to actually, and then me just going and see if I can hit Fanny Paradise in and of itself. But we'll see how it goes. Again, as with every other road you cross, always check to see if there are enemies on the road. A lot of these big roads, they actually have patrols on them. But for now, let us just run into what was this called? Arsenal? Yes, Arsenal. And here we will change weapons. Like so. Okay, so let us just very quickly, do we have, yeah, we have some coffee. There's nothing in this. I have topped up all of the magazines and ammo. And again, this is a loot run, so I will sell everything. Let's just do this. Honda, Banshee. You can have this. What do you pay? Oh, you actually pay more for these things also. Very, very nice. 2 credit cards. This key we will give away. Turn code. Oh, 5,700. I was mistaken. So yeah, 18,600 plus the loose change. So far we have made $40,000 from just hitting those two places. And now to change the ammo, I want to use this instead. Didn't mean to say change ammo because we are not changing ammo, we are changing weapons. Sorry about that. We needed Reaper Snail ammo, 27 shots. Yes. Okay, let us now continue. So I will just cross the road. What's this? Yeah, okay, this is loaded with tier 3 ammo. At least in the chamber, but that will be okay. And as I've also stated in the previous loot guide, there will be places that will have a lot of loot that I will not show, simply just because I don't think it's worth going there. Also because you get story missions. These are usually the story mission areas. So for instance, here in the Blue Lagoon, there is a lot of loot to get at the Blue Lagoon, sort of resort mini, I don't know what you would call this, campsite thing. But there is a lot of loot to get in here, but I simply won't include it in a loot guide because I think the effort you have to go through to clear those areas are not worth it compared to just the 2 places I have just shown now, where we have gotten 40,000 for basically minimal, absolutely minimal work. Now I will probably make different videos on the story missions and show how I like to clear those places, which will of course only end in complete clusterfucks, because why wouldn't they? But yeah, let's be very careful crossing up over here. Oh, yes. Shit. Okay, we have a lot of dudes down there. Let us just very quickly. So yeah, as I said, be very, very careful when you cross these big roads. Use a splint. How are we doing for blood? Yeah, I might actually take a blood also. And we need to be very, very careful with how many times we're going to get hit. Let me just check. Yeah, he is definitely hitting Fanny Paradise. That's unfortunate because that thing can also be a real gold mine, netting at least 10,000. Why the hell did I not hit him? No. Why the fuck did I not hit him there? Let us just go down like this. That's one down. God damn it, I held my breath for too long. Come on, die already. I'm not seeing any blood. I'm such a terrible shot today. I am blaming the heat. Oh, we got one for the price of... We got 2 for the price of 1, I should say. Who is that? There are a lot of dudes down there. Leveling the arm stamina. What the fuck, he's still not down. fucking lungs. Usually I'm a much better shot than this, which my accuracy should also be proof of. Stand still, please. Thank you. God damn it. For fuck's sake. I mean, how many shots do you guys actually take to kill? And I really wish you could see the bar for your lung. Thank you. Now I know that there is still one dude left. I'm hoping he bleeds out. God damn it, stop fucking laying down. Oh my god. Let's just loot all of these guys. Look. I see you. Nope, that was not an enemy, that was the roadblock. I want to be zoomed all the way out just to make sure that so there's actually still guys down there. How far away? 200 meters? No, let's actually try zeroing this to 200 and see what happens. That was a kill. I mean, how the hell are you still alive? Asking for a friend. What the hell am I actually shooting? I am shooting this, okay. So maybe I'm just completely over-penetrating them. Thank you, he's dead, good. And yes, over-penetration is actually a thing, so you shouldn't just... You shouldn't just bring the best of the best ammo all the time. Now, I know that some people will say that you should also not bring the best ammo all the time because it degrades your weapon a lot, but in all honesty, with how easy money is to come by in this game, the weapon degradation should be the least of your troubles, at least the least of your worries. I did not mean to go completely prone, I just need to crouch down. Okay, let us take care of him. That was terrible shooting on my part. Okay, he is dead. And there might be a third dude down there, not 100% sure. And then I don't remember if it's this house. No, it might be the other house. Let me just take some lovely iced tea. Yeah, it must be the other house I'm thinking of then. Always check the back of these cars. There is a broken handsaw if you would want it. Just making sure that there are nothing else. Now there is probably someone who have bled out in that cornfield, but we won't go and try and find him. Nothing in here. take the tuner, we don't really need it. The briefcase. Nope. So yeah, then I thought I heard someone. So the metal box, credit card. Oh, that's a destroyed phone. We cannot do that. That's needed for a mission. The duffel bag. We'll take this. We'll take the money. And there's this purse right here. Here's the duffel bag. And again, the only reason why I'm actually going to this place is because it's so close to these other two places. Oh, almost forgot that duffel bag right here. And glad I didn't forget it. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone left alive here. God damn it. Horrible shooting on my part. How did my accuracy look now? Still 78.5. I had actually expected that to drop. But yeah, I mean, we hit them. Now, maybe if I had used some other type of ammo, I would have killed them sooner because of the wound cavities that they create. I think this ammo may just have gone straight through them, and since I didn't technically hit any vital areas, they ended up not dying as quickly as they could have. I only shot 2 guys here, I'm pretty sure of it. Let's see, that's definitely my ammo. Yeah, I did not shoot this dude. He must have been, let's just take a look at 7.62.39. Yeah, he must have been shot in the head by his own dude, because I did not shoot him. That's a different type of ammo. Okay, did not want the night vision goggles. I want to come up over here. Let's do this. And I will just pause the recording, guys, and then I will move a bit closer. So see you guys in just a second. And we are just about to come up. And we have a patrol down the road. Now, I don't know what it is about this place, but as I stated previously, I think pretty sure this is the one place in the entire game that I have died the most. That does not mean that this is the sector I have died the most in. That just means that this is the single place that I have died the most in. And I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's this road and the potential patrols that's on it. Maybe it's the amount of troops and what they are armed with inside that city. Town is not a city. Hamlet, village, whatever. And also there is sometimes a patrol. So you have a patrol that walks along this road, you have a patrol that walks along this road, and then you have actually quite a few guys inside of this area. And I also believe that there is a patrol that walks this way and then comes back. So you can potentially have a lot of enemies converging right around this place. And it is just a nightmare to clear out. So that patrol must have been moving away from us. That looks clear. Yeah, so definitely one dude in there. What? to make sure that we won't get surprised by dudes walking up this road. I think those belong to that area down there, so we don't have to worry about those. Yeah, that's one down. And now we have stirred up the hornet's nest. Yes, we definitely have stirred up the hornet's nest. And this is a lovely place. You have a mission to come down here also and stand still, please. God fucking damn it, I am a terrible shot today. Yeah, I saw you, you son of a bitch. Come on, I know my arm stamina's completely fucked. But yeah, you have a mission to figure out what went on in this village, and as I think I've talked about it before, that this game is not Jesus Christ. Glad I brought the big vest. Oh, God damn it. But yeah, this place, there are some pretty gruesome things that have been going on in this village, and I won't spoil it if you would like to read. Goddamn arm stamina. If you like to read lore and the quest and all things like that, I won't spoil this place too much, but yeah, this is definitely a horrible, horrible place. Oh, I know I did not kill him. Is that against... No, that's Willie B. Now this place also requires a key in order for you to get the most out of it. Now it's definitely not the rarest key there is, but it is somewhat uncommon, I would say. And it is, yeah, one specific house that we are after. Thank you. Oh, he's doing the dead man boogie. And it's not this house, but let's just check it nonetheless. Oh, there is a metal box, so yeah, definitely check this house. I knew that there was one of the houses that's also worth checking out besides the locked house. Where the fuck did that come from? This is one of the reasons why I hate this place, because all of these houses, just the layout out of it and all of the places that the enemies can hide and the amount of enemies inside the town and... Oh, I have no fucking idea where he is. Really haven't gotten the faintest clue. But he clearly knows where we are. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's right there. At least I hope that was the last one. That is not this house. That is not this key that we need for this. But yeah, the duffel bag right there outside this house. Yeah, it's called BK house key. So always check these. anything in this. Let's just drink some water. And we could actually... No, that won't went away. Else we could have taken that civilian gas and then just patched ourselves up with that. Yeah, jewelry box. And again, the real target here is Fanny Paradise. This is just because these two places that we just hit is so close by that it's stupid not to take them, at least in my opinion. Duffel bag. Okay, so we have actually gotten fairly unlucky with this house. Oh, there's also this jacket. Did not help much. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I need to pause the recording real quick. I will be right back in just a second. And I'm back. So, the last thing we want to do while we are here, and usually I don't advise going out of your way to actually find the buried caches. Oh, so we got the BK house key right there. But yeah, there are these, I think I might have shown them off in, let me just check, it's either here, here or here. So let's just check. And now, as I said, I don't recommend just going out of your way and trying to farm these, because you will... They are... I mean, yeah, it's right here. You can get very lucky with these, just like we have been now. Okay, this... I don't think I've ever found one of these in this tier of hidden caches. That's pretty fucking insane. But yeah, there are 3 tiers. So there are the ones with this purple band around almost. That's the 2nd tier. The first one has a gray tier, and then the 3rd one has a different kind of lid that's most of the times golden, also called the golden loot caches. And those, I will say, is definitely worth going out of your way and trying to find. Now there is a 2nd one, and the only reason why I'm going this way is because then we can swing by Warden and then drop off our loot. But the 2nd one is right up here, so let's just... Now you need to be very careful because there is that patrol. And now it doesn't look like... Yeah, it's not here. Good. But yeah, like I said, I usually don't recommend going out of your ways to finding these caches. Again, this was just, this is insane. I've never seen that before. I've been also a sleek luxury watcher. Okay, maybe go out of your way and try to find those caches. I don't know. Everything, I believe, has been kind of turned upside down right now. You can go in there. We might as well see if we can take this, just because we are so close to and yeah, we actually can. Just because we are so close to Warden, else I wouldn't take it, but we might as well, since this is a loot run after all. But yeah, I kind of put my own little theory to shame there, because I think that, yeah, that's the 2nd. In terms of worth, that's the 2nd highest alcohol bottle we found. I think it's... Is it 10,000 gold? Gold. Dollars. Is it 12? I don't actually remember. The one that sells for the most is 15,000, and I think this might be 10. It's worth a lot of money, either way. But we might actually be lucky that Fanny Paradise has respawned all of its loot afterward. Is this? Yeah, we are close enough. Okay, so let us see how much money we got. We got quite a lot of money. Let's sell these, and these are actually, the reason why these sell for so much is because we found them in a cache, so they are fully repaired. You can also get sold all of this. Oh, yeah, we want to keep these keys and give them away to just give back something. So the sleek luxury watch. Can also sell this to him. Lab rat. Let's sell all of this. Oh, I might be mistaken on that liquor bottle, actually. Yeah, 5,000. Okay, so that's way less than I thought, but it's still the second. This is the one that's worth the most. Yeah, okay, 5,500. Yeah, I do have some spare ones. Oh, we also have this to sell. That's from another loot, and also let's... Don't know why I have that on me, but let's just sell that. And we can also get sold. Artisan sell these. And now we have made 57,000, which is pretty goddamn good from hitting 2 places. So, Fanny Paradise, and I am hoping that this place will actually be up. So, I would say the worst place, at least for me, to approach Fanny Paradise in where we are now. The best places are from either this road, where you can get a long... This is definitely, in my opinion, the best access, where you can get a long shots in from here, because there are a lot of guys outside this area. This is also okay, but this is probably the worst. So let's actually go ahead and change. Do we have enough? Yeah, we should have enough ammo if I can clean up the way I shoot. But yeah, we will approach it from the best angle possible, just to give you guys an idea on how to actually do this the safest. So yeah, I will just move into position, and then I will see you guys in just a second. And this road here you need to be, again, very wary of. Yeah, as you can see right down there. Yeah, there is a 4-man patrol. So yeah, I will move into position. Like I said, I just wanted to show you that road there. When you are crossing that, be very careful with doing that. Now, maybe the guys haven't respawned, but I'm hoping the loot has actually respawned in there. So I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, and here we are, and I definitely think that all the AIs are dead down there, but that does not mean that there is no loot. But yeah, from right here, you can snipe a lot of the guys that are actually outside of Fanny Paradise. Do just need to be aware of, as you can see, there are dead guys in the road here. So there's also a patrol that's walking this road. But yeah, let us actually move inside Fanny Paradise and see if we don't get lucky. Because this place can have some pretty amazing loot. Can also be total shit, but yeah, you can get really lucky with this place. And you also need a key. You need the FP office key. That's the Fanny Paradise office. But yeah, so this place is looted. But again, he didn't take the snake wine for some reason. Yeah, everything is looted. So unfortunately, we will just check and see if he missed anything. But yeah, there is this safe right here. The code is right here. The jewelry box. This PMC gearbox. Missed that. I will just take the premium coffee. There's also a firearms box out here. You do get a mission to go here at one point, so now more premium coffee. He is also loaded. I think this dude knew what he was doing. No, he didn't. He forgot this purse. So yeah, there's a purse out here, and this sticky note is needed for one of the boss, like a boss weapon missions. Okay. So unfortunately, the Fanny Paradise itself was looted. Now I did see him inside the restaurant also. That could have gone terribly, terribly wrong for me there, if I hadn't spotted him in time. Okay. Let's just see if he got everything. Okay, so he didn't actually loot the cash register, not that there were a lot of money, but there's usually a couple of $100 in there. Nope. 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 Civilian chest. No, no, no. So yeah, I will definitely have to come back here in another video and show the Fanny Paradise. Yeah, I'll just make a mental note that I will completely forget to actually show. Now, there is one last place that I want to show off, and let me just check. Yeah, we will definitely... yeah, let's...
Wheels up for November 3.
Well, we are quite a ways off, so yeah, I will just see you guys once we get up there, because I also need to change weapons for this last place. So see you guys in just a second. And as you can see here, that is the 5-man patrol that is walking right outside of here. Now we will not engage those, and hopefully they will not engage us. Nope. So I just wanted to show you guys that I'm not just making all of this up with imaginary patrols and dangers everywhere. You actually need to be extremely careful when hitting Ban Phouphienge up there. And I probably completely butchered that name. So yeah, I will see you guys once we are ready to take on the last place.
Heading out.
And we are on our way. So just a quick note, I had actually thought about not doing this place. At least not in this video, but make it a sort of end game area, because there is something about the enemies in Hunter's Paradise, at least prior to, maybe that was also 4.3, maybe with 4.2 they changed the AI behavior and the difficulty at one point. And Hunter's Paradise is actually the region where I have died the most. These enemies in Hunter's Paradise are all wielding MP5s, and I don't know what it is about them, but something in the way that they just use those weapons. There is no burst fire, but they do burst fire on full auto, and they just hit so often with the shots. They don't anymore, in my opinion, so they definitely got nerfed in their accuracy. And also they don't make those insane, unfair headshots that they used to do. And that is why I have chosen to include this area, but just be aware of that. In my opinion, actually Hunter's Paradise, these Lotus Circle enemies, they are the most dangerous enemies in the game. I don't care about Midnight Sapphire, Tiger Bay and Fort Nerith that is full of the sort of regular army troops. They don't hold a candle, in my opinion, to the Lotus Circle MP5 guys. These are insane enemies, and they still are. I mean, they still do
We're getting close.
a ton of damage and just are still very, very accurate. And I have died so many times in Hunter's Paradise. Not any specific place, just all over the region. Just, I mean, the patrols, you encounter them and they just tore you to shreds. Again, this was prior to 4.2 or 4.3. I don't remember which patch changed the accuracy and enemy behavior. but it's a much easier area now, but it is still, in my opinion, a nightmare, these MP5 enemies. But yeah, I will just very quickly off camera run down to Thor, then I will run close to this place where we need to be. You also need a key for this place, by the way. And yeah, then I will resume recording because we are going a bit over time. So yeah, I will see you guys very soon. And here we are coming up on, what is it, Thor? Yeah, it's Thor. Okay, there might actually, I'm hearing gunshots, as you can also hear now. There might actually be another player already up there looting everything. So for this place, I will go a bit more close range, but I will also change up the ammo I'm using. I don't want this anymore. You can go there. And the reason why I'm changing ammo to the end tier, to the best ammo in the game, in my opinion, being this one, is because I want to make sure that when I hit these guys, no matter where I hit it, there is a much less chance for their armor to actually stop the bullet. So Banshee, let's just sell all of this to him. Gun. Again, nowhere near as much as we could have gotten, but still, we are on 61,000 gold right now. Not gold, god damn it. So yeah, as I said, I will just pause the recording real quick and then I will run close up to where we need to be. So I will see you guys very soon. But no, actually, let me just, there is I have seen a debate. Not a debate. I've seen some people talk about whether this place where we are going or the Villa Vongphet, being this villa right here, is actually the best single loot spot in the game. And I will say, in my opinion, it's definitely Villa Vongphet. If you are going for just strictly in terms of how much cash you can take out of the place, this place has a potential, has a higher potential for a bigger score. Oh shit, we have a patrol right there. Now that place we are going has a, as I was saying, it has a higher potential for a bigger score, but the difficulty is, in my opinion, I'm not saying this is a difficult place anymore, but still, I think it's a much more difficult place than the villa. So I would definitely say that if you want risk versus reward, then the villa is a much easier place. If you just want the biggest score, then this place has the potential to be one of the single best loot spots in the game. And they both died. No, they all died. But yeah, as I said, they all carry these insane MP5s. And we will definitely take them until we have something else to loot. We will not take his shotgun, and they have nothing. Okay. So yeah, if you just want easy, do the places that I have shown so far. And again, not saying you should do it, but you can just rinse and repeat, log out, change region to another region where you have a good ping. And for me, I have good ping on both Eastern and Western Europe. I don't know how it's like somewhere else in the world, but you can just keep logging in, doing those places I've shown so far, log out, change region, log in, do those places, rinse, repeat. And as you can see, we have been playing for an hour and 20 minutes, and we have made, what was it, 61,000 so far. So you can do a lot of money very quickly. I know that the late game areas have, in sort of single pair, a much higher potential because you can find items that are worth up to 60,000 for one items, but the competition in order to get those items are also much higher, so they are a lot rarer to actually get. Okay, and now we are approaching, and again, there is a patrol that walks alongside this road. And I don't know why, but for some reason I always encounter them in the same place. So just be very careful with how you actually choose to approach this town up here. Because this place can be a fucking nightmare. And usually I encounter that patrol right up there around that bend. Let me just very quickly get myself killed by doing this. This is stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Okay, that is actually very, very interesting. No, yeah, again, right here. I know I hit the last dude. Yeah, he is just shooting where he thinks I am. At least I hope so. Okay, he is definitely very, very close by. Well, the fact that there is enemies left up here and also the patrol is a very good sign. But the doors are open. It's this house we want to enter. There is... I would say that going through the rest of this town is not worth it in terms of risk reward. I saw you, motherfucker. I really don't like leaving one enemy alive like this, so... Yeah, we probably aggroed some more. That's us. Definitely check that. Because the problem is with this town is that the layout of it is such a nightmare, at least for me to go through, because it's just this one narrow road with houses and enemies all alongside this road, and then inside these houses. There is a town hall up here, but it doesn't really, in my opinion, have anything worth going for. Okay, so this is definitely looking good. This does not look looted at all. This does not look looted at all. So that's the room with the key. We will check this room first. Just save the best for last. Yeah. Terrible fucking shooting on my part. No, I don't want to die up here. I don't know where the fuck the rest of them are. Okay, so first thing first, there's a jewelry box in here. Again, not too terrible. Not too good either. Well, this technically is very terrible. Let us just eat this. Now, I have experienced that some of these people, they sort of bum rush this house once they know you are in here. Now this room here again has an amazing potential. Oh, fuck it, that's looted. Tequila, whiskey, duffel bag. And then the purse and the jewelry box, and I just made a terrible mistake here, just turning my back to where we were just engaging enemies. So there is both a purse and a jewelry box in here. Unfortunately, this does not look like it will be a very good loot run. But there's also another thing that's hidden in here, and the amount of times I have entered this room and everything is looted except this last little thing, is amazing. I don't think too many people know about the hidden safe in this room. That's right here. That helped quite a lot in terms of how much money we're going to get out of this run. Not a whole lot, but definitely some. Now, I am probably going to get greedy now and get myself killed. Yeah, nope. We are leaving. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's just don't know why I clicked his let's just check these guys real quick. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Let's just get the hell out of here. Ooh. And we took care of the patrol on this road. So we should actually be home safe. We should be home safe. So let's just head to 4 and then I can end the episode right there. Now there is another place, but I really don't think... Okay, let me just show it off real quick. There is this place up here, the mayor's mansion. Now, when you see this place and from looking at here, you think, wow, this is an amazing place. The internal layout of that villa is identical to Villa Vongphet. There are some furnitures that are in different places, of course, but the sort of just the design of the rooms and like that is identical to the villa. Now, you need a key to access the last room. I don't have that key, but I have been able to get into that room because I have entered it after other players have been there. I have seen how much loot can be in the last room. And I would say that that place is definitely not worth it. Also because it's so isolated, and just the way that the exterior is laid out and with how you approach it, it's so not worth it. It is. I mean, you can definitely go there. You can probably make, I would say, between 5 and 10,000 is the most I have ever gotten out of that place. So yeah, and I really don't think that that place is worth it. Again, you may disagree. You are welcome to, by all means, but I just don't think it's worth going there for loot. Also because once you have to go to Foxtrot 2 and then run all the way over there. So yeah, I don't think it's worth going there. But if there are any other places that you think are worth going, also if there are places that I have missed, I know that there are... And these places I've shown off is mostly just to get money. In terms of getting equipment, there are a lot of other places you could definitely go to. For instance, the Sunset Chalet, which is right over here. But that is only good for getting equipment. And again, it is such a terrible place to assault, so just keep in mind that it may not be worth it, but you can get some good equipment if you go there. You get a quest at one point to pick up an antique revolver from that area, so you'll probably get to see it. I will also show it off because I do intend to show off doing missions in all of these different regions. After I have done these loot guides. So let us just sell these. Again, they don't sell for all that much, but every little thing helps when it's a loot guide. How much money did we get? Then get rid of all of this. Nothing in here. Gunny to sell these. We can also sell this and this, so yeah. An okay haul. Not the best haul I have ever experienced up there by a long shot. but still. So let's just see how much we got. So we got 73,500 from doing what? 1, 2. Again, I am counting the this, but 3, 4, 5, 6, even though we didn't get anything out of this, and 7. So 7 places, so roughly 10,000 in terms of each. I would say that if you just want one single place, the easiest, Villa Vongphet or Sunny Skies Guest House. Those two are, at least for me, the most profitable areas. You can go to sort of mid-game areas. Villa Vongphet and the Sunset and the Sunny Skies Guest House. With the Fanny Paradise, again, this is a really contested area because it is so close to another faction. So I would say that maybe 30-40% of the times I'm going to Fanny Paradise, I have gotten loot out of it. But that all depends on so many variables, what time of day. But I would say roughly between 30 and maybe 50% of the times I go there, then I get loot. So, but yeah, Villa Vongphet and then Sunny Skies Guest House, definitely worth hitting as often as you can. And then these are of course optional, but as you can see, 73,500. So not too bad at all, if I do say so myself. Can I save claim deployment? Yeah, I can save claim deployment. So yeah, this has been my mid-tier late game loot guide. If there's any places I've missed, please let me know. It may be places that I don't know anything about. I haven't been. I mean, we can just take a look at my statistics in terms of exploration. I haven't explored any places 100%, so I don't know all the locations. So please, by all means, let me know if there are any places you like to go, and I will definitely check them out. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the fish. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.